Hey, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here. When's the big new summer angle coming for WWE? I know that was always the big thing is, once WWE always kicked in the big summer angle, everything would be kicking, everybody would be, moving on, and that's when wrestling really took off. Normally, summertime is really popular here on YouTube. Kids get out of school, because they don't have any other distractions like math homework and stuff like that. A lot more people are making wrestling videos, and there's more videos to watch. There's more videos to make video responses to and give like a counter thought to what people are saying. I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'm just not subscribed to the right people. I'm subscribed to I think over 2,000 people on here. Maybe the people that I'm subscribed to have died off and they're not making videos anymore. But if you are making wrestling videos, send me a link to your channel on Twitter, and I'll definitely go over there and subscribe to you. I try to keep subscribed onto everybody to see what everybody's doing out there. But I know in the past, man, like the big summer angles have really been the things to really hang on to, but we haven't had one in the last couple of years. 2012, 2013. I know 2013 led up to the big, Daniel Bryan SummerSlam match with him and John Cena, with him winning the title, which turned into the angle of the fall with him going up against the Authority and Randy Orton and trying to reclaim the championship that he won at SummerSlam by beating John Cena. But the summer angle, man, it is able to really, shoot WWE through the roof. I mean, like, if you go back to 2010, I can't think of a summer angle that was better than the Nexus. I mean, like, John Cena, and, when he came on the scene, it seemed like he had just rolled through everybody. And, by 2010, everybody was just sort of done with seeing Cena in the main event, seeing Cena win every single pay-per-view. John Cena just was everywhere. And I understand you have to have your poster child of your company. You got to have the guy that's going to be on the backpacks, the lunch boxes, the thermoses, the t-shirts, posters on kids' walls. You have to have somebody out there who's the guy. But, we had never really seen John Cena, laying. And, the Nexus came in. We'd seen guys like Edge, Randy Orton, other main event talent be able to get the up on John Cena, but never really been able to close the deal before. And on Monday Night Raw, these, I think there was 7, maybe 8 of them, guys show up from NXT. And the basis is, most people who watch Monday Night Raw didn't even watch NXT. So they didn't really even know who these guys were. It was just fresh faces that we had never seen before. Something that, even now, we're still searching for that. I mean, NXT isn't what NXT once was in 2010. It's its own, it's almost like it's its own wrestling company on the WWE Network. If you watch it on Thursday nights, I will honestly take the stand, put my hand on the Bible, and say I've watched the 2 NXT pay-per-views and been really, really impressed. And I treat it a lot like Olympic hockey. Every time Olympic hockey rolls around, I watch it, I love it, and I say, you know what, this is the year I'm going to start watching the NHL. And then the NHL comes back from the break, and I never watched the NHL. So, I don't know. I mean, I really want to. I mean, it seems like that show was almost better than, the WWE pay-per-views have been. I mean, like, they've had Shield versus Evolution, which have been extremely well. The Daniel Bryan and Kane match was better than expected. But just overall, from beginning to end, I mean, hell, even Adam Rose and Camacho had a good match. That was good shit. But, I mean, like, the NXT dudes come out, and, it didn't really go the way that it should have. I think Edge and Chris Jericho have told the story about John Cena was the one who said, I'm going to beat him at the pay-per-view. He was supposed to, it was on paper, and everybody's idea was that, the Nexus was going to go over, which made 100% more sense. Instead, John Cena comes down. He's the final survivor. I believe it's 1-on-2. I think it was Gabriel and Barrett left in the ring. And within a minute, John Cena makes both of these guys just tap out. And it's sort of like, what the hell just happened? Like, if John Cena is able to beat these guys with a, over the hill aging Bret Hart, shoot, I can't even remember who the hell. Well, Edge and Jericho were on the team. I think R-Truth was out there. I don't know. It just, you know, if he's able to beat these guys with these guys, it makes him look like a little bit less of a threat. I know that, you know, Nexus could have gone on. Wade Barrett should have won the WWE Championship maybe at least 3 different times on WWE pay-per-view or on Monday Night Raws. They had perfect chances to put him on him, and it would have been one hell of a kicker into Wade Barrett's career. And I know that he's got a lot of fans. People get really behind him and the Bad News Barrett character, but, you know, him having a title run under his hands, I mean, would have shot him up. I mean, like Sheamus, you can say that his title run, I guess he's had 2 back around the same time, really didn't, you know, do a whole lot for business, but it sure has made Sheamus, you know, a bigger deal in the WWE. He's like one of those poster child guys. He might not be Cena, he might not be Daniel Bryan or CM Punk, but I mean, like, he's probably right there as the number 4 or the number 5 guy in the company. And he's never really done anything over the top to really, you know, deserve that spot. It's definitely a spot that, you know, Barrett should have moved in. And I know it's not WCW. I mean, I'm not looking for, you know, Nexus 2015 to be going strong today with, you know, Wade Barrett and a whole new character of guys that he's picking up from NXT and you know, cycling guys in and out like that to keep him fresh. And on top, I mean, like, Nexus would have run its course, it would have ended, and you know that would have been that. But I mean, the way that Nexus really did go down with CM Punk taking it over, and it is not the way that I really thought it was going to go. I like going back. I like thinking about the Nexus days and what could have happened, but that's just it. I mean, it's what could have happened. And then you go to 2011 with the whole thing with CM Punk and Money in the Bank, him winning the championship from John Cena, riding off into the sunset, putting the title in the fridge, and then, you know, showing up at Comic-Con, surprising Triple H at the Q&A panel. And I mean, that blew up big time. That was like Hollywood News at 10, or whatever you want to call it. But I mean, like, that was everywhere. No matter where you were or what you were doing, if you were a wrestling fan the day of Comic-Con that CM Punk came in there with a title and held it up out of his backpack, you would know, like, you knew what happened. I mean, like, anybody who's anybody was telling everybody about that, about how big a deal it was. I mean, and then, you know, that rolled into, you know, CM Punk coming back. I don't think that was as great as it could have been. I'm seeing a trend here. But the Cena versus Punk match at SummerSlam was one hell of a match. You know, with the whole thing going down with Del Rio coming and cashing in. And then it, you know, basically turning into Kevin Nash versus CM Punk, which turned into CM Punk versus Triple H. That didn't really make a whole lot of sense. But, you know, it is what it is. And that really, you know, got everybody into what was going down. That one promo from CM Punk before Money in the Bank. You know, with you know, Hey Cole Cabana, you know, running down Triple H as the idiot son-in-law, and you know, all that stuff. I mean, that's really what made 2010 and 2011. You know, 2012, 2013. You know, it just was a whole lot of just, here's another match, here's another pay-per-view, go buy it. And I don't know if they were trying to do something and with the Daniel Bryan and the Demon Kane. And that was going to be their summer angle with, you know, Brie, you know, quitting and slapping Stephanie in the face. I sure would love to see that match. But I just wonder, you know, what's it going to be? I mean, are they going to be able to save this summer and really do something? Because the whole, you know, Randy Orton winning Money in the Bank and redoing the whole Authority seems like you're just going back in time and redoing what we saw in the fall. And I don't think that's what anybody wants to see. So hopefully those WWE writers are stepping up to the storyboard. They're going to start writing some good shit. And we'll get an end to the summer. Peace out.